right, folks, you're watching the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports. Good evening to you for the 12th and final round of our 12-round contest here between Earle and Mark Tree. It is our 1A Boys Championship game. I'm Josh Bertuccini. This is Wes Moore. We are your tag team tandem that will take you through the final of the 12 title games. And what a weekend it's been already, Wes.
No, it's been outstanding. Comes to a close right here with Earle and Mark Tree. We got all of Earle here to watch. They saw the girls' disappointing finish for the Earle girls, but I'll tell you what, Westside Greers Ferry is outstanding. Right there was that shot at the end of the third quarter to beat the buzzer, and they just rolled from there, winning the state championship, and they're going to be heading home happy tonight. That is for sure.
We'll have a breakdown of this game coming up right after this. And, of course, Earle and Mark Tree on tap, just moments away. Two teams that know each other very well. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll talk about it next on Arkansas PBS.
This broadcast is underwritten in part by...
Since 1937, the electric cooperatives of Arkansas have been providing power to homes, farms, and businesses across our state. The cooperatives are member-owned and work together to serve Arkansans. The electric cooperatives of Arkansas proudly support high school students and athletics in Arkansas and hope you enjoy watching the state championship games on Arkansas PBS Sports. Better connected together. The electric cooperatives of Arkansas.
UAMS is a proud supporter of Arkansas PBS Sports. UAMS Health provides orthopedic and sports medicine care across Arkansas, supporting athletes and teams throughout the state. Find out more at umshealth.com.
He was an excellent example of the tenacity of Arkansas.
The 9 children who were with you in Little Rock.
The most significant female.
They're just a little kid from wherever.
The straw came through my window.
Do you feel it was worth it?
Thursday, March 20th at 7 p.m.
Collectors, pickers, antiquers, and thrifters of the natural state. What's your latest or potentially greatest discovery? Hi, I'm Kate Askew, books, photography, and paper goods evaluator for Arkansas Treasures. See what your find is worth at the Arkansas Treasures Season 2 Evaluation and Taping event. Learn how you can donate to get your tickets now at myarvbs.org/Arkansas Treasures.
Well, I'm all fired up. This is what you wait all season for, is to get to the finish line and crown champions, and that's what Hot Springs does oh so well. The Spa City shining again this year, folks, and just an incredible job hosting all weekend long. Phenomenal crew here on Arkansas PBS. The folks in the truck and putting together the graphics. We're going to make sure to put this thing down with an exclamation point here tonight as we get to Earle and Mark Tree, and you see the journey that Earle's had to go on here. A record of 28-6, but it wasn't easy. Marble Lane to start. They win by 29 there. A narrow win over Columbia Christian by 3, and then the defensive grinder over Crowley's Ridge, 63-29. Earle now opposite Mark Tree, a team that it knows very well, and clearly Earle led by its starters, its fundamental 5, and they'll be starting those guys tonight with Clifton Wren. Teron Hurst right there in front of you. 24 points, 8 assists, 7 rebounds per game. Wes, he also averages 4 steals per game. He does everything for his team.
Yeah, 24 points in the semifinal to get them here. Here's what they need to do. They need to get out and run. Let's push the pace. Let's get some easy baskets. And that all starts by hitting the glass. If you're giving up offensive rebounds, you can't go and run. So rebound the ball, get out, run, get some easy baskets.
100%. And as you talk about the rebounding battle, you know you're going to have to be dealing with a big guy inside anchor in Mark Tree. We'll get to him in a moment. Mark Tree, 65-34 winner over Bradford in round 1. Went 67-46 over Nevada in the second one. And then Blevins hung for a half but Mark Tree won by 19, 80-61. Now it's the fourth meeting of the year, West, between these schools. Earle won the first two, Mark Tree won the next one, and clearly they're anchored by their beast down low, number 15, Jonah Walker, 6'6" senior. He's committed to Columbia University in New York City on an academic scholarship, and 20 points, 12 rebounds per game, 3 blocks. His favorite sport is football. This is his second favorite sport. How about it?
Well, look at the size on him. He is going to be by far the biggest player on the court. See if he can take advantage of that size and be that dominant guy inside, getting rebounds, offensive rebounds, putbacks, block shots. He does it all.
He really does.
He'll be fun to watch.
And again, you got to slow that pace as we wrap the keys and make sure you keep momentum on your side with some early points. For the starting lineup for Earle, Teron Hurst, Derek Lately, Clifton Wren, Jalen Robinson, and Antonius Dorsey, the big fella down low. Opposite them, the Mark Tree Indians have Jonah Walker in the middle, Ken Carter and DJ Stacy in the backcourt, Landon Lewis and Jacamian Williams alongside. This is going to be a fun one, up and down we expect. Earle in the maroon jerseys, tops and bottoms. And for the Indians, we'll go white jerseys with some navy on the numbers and trim. Right to left for Mark Tree, who has the opening tip. We'll go to the baseline for Landon Lewis, who swings it back up top. Little dribble drive there and shuffle off to the corner for Antonius Dorsey. Back up top, Mark Tree and Earle getting a feel for each other early in the beginning stages of this one. DJ Stacy up top, the little guy, the point guard, looking for some breathing room, doesn't have a lot. Shuffle it and dish it out of bounds. And we're seeing some ferocious defense early on by Earle.
Earle did one of the strangest things. They came out, played a little bit of a zone, and then they shifted, did a little signal, went out to man in the same possession.
Mixing it up. 13 handling, it's Ken Carter. He bounced pass down low for Jonah Walker, the big fella. Easy bucket as he uses the size. You talked about it, Wes. He's going to be a load all night.
Yeah, if they can be patient enough, work it inside to him, they can't stop him.
What a force he is, 6'6" and thick. Corner. Teron Hurst thought about it. Now to the right elbow, double team and a reach in. I think we got Stacy. No, we got Steps.
He walked
before the contact. Good catch, Wes. And so Mark Tree will get the basketball back. They scored first, 2-0. We are 53 seconds in to the 1A Boys State title game here 2025 at the Civic Center in Hot Springs. Glad to be with you, folks. Josh Bertuccini and Wes Moore, your broadcast team tonight. Look at the crossover drive. The dish up top to Walker. He does not look at a jumper at all. 15 double team. Now back up top between the rings to Ken Carter. He can handle a little, goes between the legs, gets past one defender. Now extended, kick to the corner. Thought about the jumper, shoots, and no good off the side of the tin for Jacamian Williams. We'll go left to right. In a hurry goes Teron Hurst. Little stutter step behind the back. He is explosive. You can tell it every time he puts the ball down. Throws it left side for Derek Lately. Lately back to the corner for Antonius Dorsey. Getting a feel for it here, folks. It's Jalen Robinson now. Working inside, Robinson looks at a three, takes it, and hits the left side of the rim and off. Nice corral for the rebound by Jacamian Williams. And so we are still settling in here a little bit, Wes.
Earle very patient, though. They worked it around. Finally got a good shot, top of the key, wide open. Good looking shot, just missed it.
And Jacamian Williams wearing number 3 here tonight. Usually wears 23 and had a little trouble at center court. Gets called for a carry. We're seeing some more of that. Now we see the coaches. Nice job there. Barbara Wilburn Covington. She says, call me Coach Wilburn. I say, I'll call you whatever you tell me to call you. 30 plus years at the helm of Mark Tree. Spoke with her earlier today, Wes. She said she likes coaching the guys a little bit more because they can take it a little more, she says. That's her words. And still loves the game as much as when she started, going for a back-to-back title this year. We'll get to the other coach in just a moment. Look at the runner off the tin that was missed by Lately. And they say out of bounds off for Earle. Carl Miller, not 30 years at the helm, but 7 at the helm for Earle. Hasn't been back to the title game since 2020, but his team has been angling for this one all year, averaging 70 points a game. That's unbelievable. Up the floor, right to left in front of us, DJ Stacy, trying to slow it down a little. Throws it up top now for Dawn Smith into the game for the first time off the bench. He is face guarded up tight by Hurst. Hurst backs off a little. Now to the corner for Stacy. Shot clock is down to 11 seconds. as the basketball gets deflected out of bounds. 2-0 Mark Tree over Earle. Still 5:24 left to play in the first quarter.
Defenses are getting after it, Josh. These are two really good defensive teams.
Absolutely, Wes. They're both getting after it. Not a lot of room to shoot the basketball. Right side, Stacy. That's a deep three contested, and that was not close. Shot clock expires. Push in transition. Left to right goes Lately. Long and lean and passes to Hurst between the legs. So silky smooth with a basketball. Smith comes out to guard him. Throw it left side for 23. That's Jalen Robinson. The big fella playing outside a little bit early on. Thought about another three. Now right side for Lately, who lost it and then threw it off of maybe his teammate.
I think it did hit his teammate. It ricocheted off of him and went and hit the big guy and then went out of bounds. He got a little lucky there.
There's a little pinball effect on that one. And the inbounds pass up top to Hurst. Look at him go and get it over the top of Smith. Right wing, about 25 feet away from the bucket. Now between the rings. 2-0. Deep three. There's Hurst, and he nailed it. Nothing but nylon. Flashing that for him there, 3-2.
Jumped back in the zone, playing a little 2-3 zone. Finally found something at the top of the key and made him pay.
Got a clean look and buried it, absolutely. What a jump stop, but a little strong off the 10 for Stacy. Now Hurst gets the rebound. We know he can go end to end. Spin dribble, stop and pop for 24. Oh, yeah. Back-to-back cash money 3 balls from Teron Hurst, and all of a sudden, Earle's got 6 straight points.
He was the one to watch, right? He had 24 in the semifinals, averages 24, just nailed a big three.
Mark Tree getting a little emotional in their response, throws a pass down the court and out of bounds, and we will get a timeout by Coach Wilburn as she settles down her Mark Tree Indians. It's Earle 6 and Mark Tree 2.
A little bit of a slow start for Mark Tree and Earle, but Earle with back-to-back threes to get on the board. That'll help relax their team a lot when you see that ball going through the net. And look, their defense has been outstanding. Mark Tree got one good shot, really one good shot, and that was to their big guy. But they haven't been patient enough to work the ball around to find him. He's one of those type of players. I'm saying he's got to touch the ball every possession. Now, he doesn't have to shoot it every possession, but put the ball in his hand and see how the defense collapses on him. If he can get it off, fine. If not, they collapse, dish it to somebody else. You got a wide open shot.
I like that take. I mean, he's too good not to give a touch, and it forces the defense to have to move around just by giving him the ball.
But it's tough. Earle's defense is so tough.
Yeah. No, Earle is ferocious. Man-to-man, they'll play the full court. We see Mark Tree in the matchup zone right now. We know Coach Wilburn will mix it up at times. Little box and one here. See if they can't force a little extra pressure. Deep three from Hurst. That one was no good, but a sensational go up and get it. Put back rebound by Jalen Robinson. What a play there.
I didn't think he had to tip it like that. I thought he could have come down with it, but shows you what I know. That guy's so athletic. Goes up, gets it, in one motion, puts it back in.
6'3" senior, averaging 15 points and 8 rebounds per game. And Coach Miller said before the game, he's one of my high risers. Man, did he get up there on that putback. And we will get our first official media stoppage with 3:39 left to play in the first quarter. Earle is on an 8-0 run. Mark Tree is going to have to bounce back a little here. We'll take a quick break, come back. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.
The future of Arkansas PBS, its programs, and its irreplaceable purpose all rest on a strong foundation of community support. Help us continue to impact lives for generations to come. Keep good going with a tax-deductible donation of just $5 a month. Visit myarpbs.org/donate to learn more.
This broadcast is underwritten in part by
Centennial Bank supports communities across Arkansas and is a proud supporter of the Arkansas Activities Association and Arkansas PBS Sports, providing financial services since 1999. Member FDIC. More at my100bank.com.
Support for Arkansas PBS Sports comes from Wendy's. The seasonal menu includes options like the mushroom bacon cheeseburger. Availability may vary by location.
We're back to it. halfway through the first quarter, and a good one so far, although Mark Tree is going to need to make a little move here. Tighten it up before the end of the first quarter. They're going to hang around for a while. Ball in the right corner. Smith down low to Jonah Walker. We talked about it. The big fella doesn't hesitate. Didn't even pump fake West right at the bucket. Nothing you can do there. That's exactly what they needed out of the tee-up.
That ends an 8-0 run. Mark Tree scored the first 2 points of the game. Then it was all Earle.
8-4 now. Nice defensive play. Punched loose for a moment there by Don Smith, but re-corralled by Teron Hurst, the do-everything combo guard leader for this Earle Bulldog basketball team. Down low and back up top. Jalen Robinson whip it inside for Lately. Runner got it.
Tough shot.
That was a really tough shot, but when he's got the angle like that, Lately not afraid to use his length, and just a sweet looking stroke there. He is a 6'1 junior, but looks even taller than that. 10-4 Earle. Ball across the timeline. Smith looking to make a move. Lately all over him. Hands off to 14, his first appearance. It's Landon Lewis. Now left side for Smith. Man-to-man D from Earle. They like to press it when they can, but they play tough half-court D too. Right corner, Stacy, tough three. Couldn't get it. Short rimmed it. And now Earle will look to run. Doesn't look like they have numbers, but they'll run anyway and draw a foul.
That's what speed will do to you. That created a nice advantage. It was a 2-on-2, but it's just a small step on the defender. He gets it.
See you later.
Flies by, puts it up, gets fouled.
And that's, again, Carl Miller, the head coach. Earle says we're at our best when we are getting up and down, not letting teams get set. It's one of the reasons their plus-minus differential, almost 30 points in their favor per game. Clifton Wren makes the first free throw, 12 points, 10 rebounds per game for him. He's a 5'9 junior. His coach said, I said, is he a guard, 5'9"? He said, he's kind of a center, so we'll list him as a forward. So we list him as a forward. Made the first free throw, and he makes the second one. Good free throws. So Earle, 12-4, and a 12-2 run since they gave up the opening bucket. Three ball from Casey is blocked hard by Jalen Robinson. There was that high-rise action out of him again. He jumped out of his shoes.
Long arms, too. Look at him come flying in out of nowhere.
That is one of those blocks that you just have to show again. Well done, fellas.
I want to make him think the next time he lines up a three and look around, see if he's coming again.
Exactly. Love the Centennial Bank replay there. All right, Casey trying to make a move. Face guarded by Lately. And getting backed away a little. Puts it on the floor with the left. Kick it to the right wing. That's a three for Jay Camian. And it hits the front of the rim, and then it goes in. That was a big shot for Jay Camian Williams. Usually wears 23. Wearing 3 tonight, and that counted for 3 right there.
Nice, kind rim.
Yeah, very soft. Forced shot deflected. Nice rebound in traffic. Lost out of bounds. And we're going back to Mark Tree. Kenyon Carter banging down low with Lately. 12-7. 90 seconds left in a pretty entertaining first quarter here. In the 1A Boys State title game here in Hot Springs. All the way to the rack. Casey drew the foul. Had to jump over one of his teammates to do it, West, but we're seeing Mark Tree push back a little.
Well, and that time the big man, Jonah Walker, cleared out for him. He was posting up, and he saw his teammate driving in, so he just kept backing out of the way, giving him a clean lane, and that allowed him to get to the basket.
First free throw up and down for Ken Carter. Plays football too. He was expected to be one of their better three-point shooters this year, but banged his foot up during football season, so they say he's playing at 75%. I'd say 75% is pretty good when you're averaging a double-double, so that's not bad. 10 and 10 per game for Ken. Second free throw short. Ball tipped around, and Earle comes away with it. 12-8. Nice whip pass down low from 4 to 3. Transition ball at its finest. That's Davis on the assist, Dorsey on the bucket. It's 14-8.
Yeah, that was nice. Not much room there to make the pass, but he saw a little angle and threw it in.
Carter tries to get the rack. He missed it. The big fella, Jonah Walker, tracks down a big offensive rebound. Throws it to 14, right to the rack. Contact, no call. Walker gets it. Right back up. He missed it. Got it again. Determination, but no reward. The ball comes away. We're going to get a jump. No. That was a rugged basketball play, Wes. That was a rugged championship basketball play right there.
That is athletes getting after it.
That is athletes getting the heck after is what it is.
Walker just couldn't get the ball to fall for him. got several nice looks at it.
Frustrating. 14-8. Get a little matchup zone here, kind of a 2-1-2 look.
They put the big man right there in the middle.
With Walker in the middle, exactly. Left wing for Lately. Make Earle think about shooting an open three from deep if they want it. Earle's going to run a little clock. Right wing, ball on the floor. That's Davis, no good. Rebound Smith, right to left, number 10 in a hurry. 1-on-3. Oh, got it up off the rim. Did drop though. Rebound, back up and in and one. That's a nice rebound by Josh Rand. The 6'2 senior getting his first action and a physical bucket, chance for three.
Yeah, that was big for Mark Tree. Cuts the lead into half. Just staying after the glass. Last two possessions, we've seen that from Mark Tree. Just pounding the glass. Earle's got to find a way to get that defensive rebound so they can get out and run.
Free throw up, that's no good. A little bit strong. Rebound picked off by Dante Bell into the game for the first time off the bench for Earle. 14-10, 10 seconds left. Lately on the left wing. Back to Hurst, who's already hit 2 threes. Now for Lately, 18-footer, way off. Rebound in traffic, put back, no good, missed by Dorsey, and that's the end of the first quarter, and a pretty entertaining first 8 minutes in the books here in the 1A boys title game. It's Earle 14, Mark Tree 10. We'll step aside and be right back. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Centennial Bank State title games on Arkansas PBS Sports.
Are you ready for Quiz Bowl 2025? It's the 40th year of the most exciting academic competition in Arkansas, and it is live right here on Arkansas PBS. It's the Arkansas Governor's Academic Competition Quiz Bowl State Championship. Schools from all over the state square off right here in this studio to see who will come out on top. Don't miss a single question. Tune in or stream on the PBS app. Saturday, April 26th, starting at 9 a.m.
This broadcast is underwritten, in part by...
Summerwood Sports Complex in Bryant features 4 courts across 2 gyms, located off Interstate 30, offering space for tournaments, practices, and training. Proud to support the Arkansas Activities Association and Arkansas PBS. More at summerwoodsports.com.
It's time to do our Arkansas Governor's Quiz Bowl Association trivia question. Who holds the career field goal percentage record in state history? We're talking 1A boys. Who holds the career field goal percentage record in Arkansas state history? We'll get to the answer to that in just a moment here. I know Wes has got a few guesses already.
No, I don't.
He's holding over there to my left. Up top, and here goes Mark Tree into its offense. Start of quarter number 2, 14-10, Earle on top. Game's starting to get a little more physical. It was a little tight on the bucket early on, but now teams starting to get some shots to drop. Pace, pick it up. Walker up top, around the ring. Left side, Jakamian for 3, air ball. Not even close. In traffic, an offensive rebound by Landon Lewis. Throw it back up top and make a 3. Dawn Smith hits the 3. That was Lewis going down and getting one amongst the bigs.
Just a hustle play there to chase down the loose ball. Gets another possession, and Mark Tree makes them pay with a 3. 1-point game.
How about that? It was 12-4, and now it's a 9-2 run by Mark Tree. We got ourselves a 1-point ball game. Right elbow, that's Clifton Wren. Throw it up top to Hurst. Right elbow jumper by him.
Pretty.
Nails it, nothing but nylon. It is beautiful every time he shoots it. High, soft release at the top of the J. 16-13. Hurst has got it going now. He's got 8 points. And we get a little contact under the bucket.
Big man Jonah got a little bit of a hurry. He was open. It was a good pass. Should have had a layup, but he fumbled the pass. Just couldn't bring it in, and by the time he finally gets it in, he got tackled.
Yep, that's how that went
He's used to doing the tackling, not getting tackled like that.
There's Smith throwing it in. Little patch, pitch and catch, and now we go up top. 14 thinking about it. That's Landon Lewis. Lefty dribble, ball fake into the paint to Walker. Back to the basket, he threw it away. Picked off by Antonio Dorsey. Dorsey to Hurst in transition. You got to watch him because he can pop from anywhere. Hurst face guarded by Smith. Doesn't give him much room at all. Now gets it back off a screen in traffic with a left. How did he make that? Awkward angle, all touch. He's a gifted basketball player.
2 in a row for him.
18-13, Earle by 5. He's got 10 points already. And we're going to get an offensive foul.
You got to give Clifton Wren some credit. He stood in there, took the contact, had his feet planted. He knew exactly what was about to happen. He's there before he took off. Good call.
It's a good call. Officials all over it. Zebras has done a good job all weekend. Tough to be a ref, especially in big-time games. They've done a nice job here. 6 minutes to go in the first half. Earle is a 5-point lead. And the maroon jerseys going left to right here in the first half from your vantage point. Right corner. That's Lately going at the rack. Off balance. No good. Got his own rebound. Partially blocked, I think, by Walker and out of bounds. Earle will keep the ball with basically a brand new shot clock.
See what they do out of bounds here. They can steal a couple easy points.
Lob it up top, looking for Hurst. Collects, quick to the right. Pass to a teammate, nice no look there. And a layup down low for Clifton Wren. Hurst had the eyesight to find him. And now Earle's up by 7, 20-13.
Well, 6-0 run after Mark Tree made it a 1-point game.
Show a little full court press and then back off. Right back into man-to-man that they play so well. Left wing. Holding on to the rock is Landon Lewis. He likes to shoot the 3. 45% shooter from downtown. Now coming off a screen is Walker up top. Gives way to Josh Rand, who's already hit 1 3, and then the pass was broken up and picked off. Clifton Wren whips it down to Hurst. Hurst thought about a 3. Ball fake goes baseline floater. Got it.
Wow.
He is good.
He's feeling it.
He is with the left. He is up to 12 points. 3rd field goal of the first 3 minutes in this quarter.
And he's made 3 and assisted on the other.
Yeah, he sure has. And now it's a 7-point game. There's Landon Lewis trying to get one back, and he does.
And Jonah did it again, just cleared out some space.
He does. When he moves, you kind of follow him. Like a whale just opening up a shipping lane.
When if you're behind him, you're not going anywhere but where he's going.
Exactly. 22-15 is your score. Teron Hurst, one of the best players in the state. Long 3 is way off. Averaging 24 points per game to lead his Earle team. They lead by 7. 4:25 to go in the first half. Coach Barbara Wilburn trying to make it back-to-back state titles for Mark Tree. Carl Miller trying to get his first as the head coach at Earle. Josh Bertuccini and Wes Moore, pleased to be with you here tonight. Thank you for watching us on Arkansas PBS. To the rack, Lewis, strong, no good. Rebound corralled by 23. Jalen Robinson back into the game. He'll hand off to Hurst. And now a little matchup zone again by Mark Tree. Keeping an eye on Hurst, obviously. Overplaying him a little bit. Hurst has it. 2 guys on him. Whips it cross for Robinson. Down low. Clifton Wren blocked by Walker.
Good job by Walker, just putting his hand straight in the air.
Make sure he didn't get past him. There's Jacamian. Back to Lewis. Whip it to Walker. Ball fake. Get hit. No call. Blocked away. Here comes Hurst. He blocked it. He's going to take it himself. And it'll be tied up. I think they're going to call a jump ball there. Don Smith got a hand on it.
Good hands. Reached in, tied him up.
3:36 left in a fast-paced first half. Earle leads Mark Tree 22-15 in the 1A boys title game here in Hot Springs. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.
This month in Passport on the PBS app.
Did Maria Anna Mozart contribute to her brother Wolfgang's earliest works?
Elizabeth I taking the credit for it all.
It was the most astounding piece of propaganda.
And you feel something, I think, really much more than just being an American. You feel the importance of being human.
These and other shows from Arkansas PBS are available with Passport on the PBS app.
This broadcast is underwritten, in part by
Everett Buick GMC provides vehicles to Arkansas families and supports local organizations. Community involvement has been part of our story for generations. Proud to support the Arkansas Activities Association and Arkansas PBS Sports. More at everettbgmc.com.
Our Arkansas PBS student all-star is Jonah Walker. You're watching him play right now. Jonah Walker from Mark Tree, center, plays football too. He's got a 3.9 GPA and plans to attend college at Columbia University. He wants to get a career in the medical field.
It's awesome. Academic scholarship. What a smart guy. Jonah with a steal.
On cue.
On cue. And down the floor, and there's his boy Landon Lewis with 3 guys over him. Missed it. There's Jonah. Couldn't quite get the rebound. Comes all the way corralled out across center court. I think it was a travel. Yep. Little transition excitement. And a turnover by Antonius Dorsey. We want to give you that answer. I don't want to leave you hanging anymore. I know you were literally hanging on the edge of your seat, folks. Who holds the career field goal percentage record in state history? Did you know it's Fred Shepard of Marked Tree, who shot 72.6% from the floor in the late 90s. That's fantastic work by our statisticians. All right, down the floor in a hurry. There's Lately. Thought about dunking it, got blocked from behind by Smith. Look at the hustle. Here comes Smith. To the left elbow, kick to the corner, wide open for 3. Money. Jacamian Williams, his first 3. The senior makes it a 4-point game.
Needed that. Transition 3.
Earle taking a couple of punches here, but they've mostly controlled this first half after jumping out to an 8-point lead. That was awkward. No travel. A steal. Jacamian came up with it to Ken Casey. Left side Smith. Back to Casey. Ball fake. Kick to the corner. Jacamian another. Got it. Back-to-back nylon 3 balls. And it's a 1-point game.
Penetrate, kick. That's what we have. We had a fast break opportunity for an easy 3. That time a little penetration. Coach wants a timeout. It's a good timeout. I thought he might call it before. They got across half court right after the made 3. He told him to go on down, get across half court, we'll get to 3.
The one from the left corner.
Back to back.
And the one from the right corner. Great job, fellas, on that replay. And he was open on both of them. They were clean looks. I don't think he touched the rim on either.
Well, 7-point game to a 1-point game just like that. 2 possessions, cuts 2 big 3s.
Enormous shots.
But what do you expect? I mean, we told you this is the 4th time they've played this season, and the other 3 were close games. 47-42 Earle victory. Earle came back later in the season, beat them 53-39. Then they met in the regional tournament, and that time Mark Tree beat them for the first time, 48-42. So they played 3 games, and the biggest deficit was 14 points. So, yeah, these teams know each other. It's going to be a close game. It's going to be a defensive battle. The most anybody scored in a game is 53 points. So I wouldn't expect anything else but a defensive battle here tonight.
Kind of a professional sports broadcaster, Westmore, just a little bit. And your handwriting is much nicer than mine. My goodness, look at those notes. Pristine, 22-21 with 2 minutes to go in the first half. Jumper from Wren off the side of the rim. And Mark Tree's got a chance to get the lead here for the first time since 2-0. Right to left goes Smith all the way to the rack. He didn't make it, but he drew the contact. It's a foul on Wren. And going to the line is number 10 with a chance to give his team the lead.
8-0 run. They can make it 9 or 10 right here with these 2 free throws. Earle hasn't scored in the last 3 minutes and 22 seconds. They've missed their last 5 shots from the field.
How about it? Reminder, folks, you can also listen and watch live, not just this weekend, but anytime you have coverage on Arkansas PBS. You got the app, you download it, the PBS app, and it makes it so user-friendly. Getting a lot of folks telling me that's how they're choosing to watch tonight. However you're doing it, great job by Arkansas PBS and Wes and his whole crew of broadcasters chipping in. Just appreciate being a part of it. It's been a ton of fun. 1 free throw ties it, so we are deadlocked at 22 with 90 seconds left in the first half. Earle has the ball in the right front court. Hurst was cooking earlier in the quarter, has quieted a bit here of late. Now right wing for his backcourt mate. That's Jaden Andrews getting a chance. Back off to Hurst. Hurst, shimmy, leaner, off balance.
Oh my gosh.
Barely had an angle and floated it in anyway.
They're putting so much defensive pressure on him. They're throwing bodies at him, double teams, and he just dribbled out of it and hits a 15-foot floater from the left side.
He's got 14 now. There goes Smith. Ball fake blocked. Hard block by Antonius Dorsey. Left to right goes Lately in a hurry with a left. No good. Rebound. That's Dorsey tracking it down. He blocked it, and then he got the putback.
How about Earle responding after getting the game tied up?
Back to a 4-point Earle lead. 38 seconds left. Mark Tree's got to close strong here. You know, Coach Wilburn wants to get a little momentum going into halftime. Back on her side. Popping up. That's Jacamian. Already hit a couple of 3 balls. Now Smith comes off a screen, looks at Walker up top. 20 seconds left in the first half. Earle 26, Mark Tree 22. And that's an unforced error. There's miscommunication.
Well, and they had to go. The shot clock was about to expire.
Yeah, they got a little rushed because they got a little late. And a turnover. 13 seconds left. Earle trying to land another gut punch here right before halftime. Game clock at 6 seconds. Hurst with 5, deep 3 with 4. Left side of the rim and out of bounds with half a second to go, and that will all but seal the end of this first half. Earle 26, Mark Tree 22, the 4th meeting of the year, as Westmore just told you, between these two teams.
Uh-oh.
Everybody watch
get a
out.
Shot at a tip, maybe.
Maybe. But now, the ball goes right back there.
Down, all the way back down the court.
So now we're going to have a chance at something.
0.5 of a second. You can catch it and tip it.
Yep.
That's about it.
So Mark Tree better be careful around its basket. Quick shot. Ooh, no good. All right. Fun first half. And 2 quarters left to go. Earle 26 and Mark Tree 22. We will take you to halftime. And you are watching the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.
Since 1937, the electric cooperatives of Arkansas have been providing power to homes, farms, and businesses across our state. The cooperatives are member-owned and work together to serve Arkansans. The electric cooperatives of Arkansas proudly support high school students and athletics in Arkansas and hope you enjoy watching the state championship games on Arkansas PBS Sports. Better connected together. The electric cooperatives of Arkansas.
It is halftime at Bank OZK Arena, but don't go anywhere because this is Arkansas PBS, and here is where we tell Arkansas stories. Plus, in a few minutes, Christina Munoz will introduce you to the Arkansas PBS Student All-Stars. But first, Coach Charles Ripley is an Arkansas basketball legend, taking the Parkview Patriots to the state crown 5 times from 1978 to 1995. But Coach Rip, as he was known to his players, was admired much more for his contributions off the court.
When I think about Coach Ripley, this is a guy that every day he wakes up, he wants to make the world better with basketball in it.
Coach Rip, welcome to the Arkansas Sports Hall of Fame. He's affectionately known as Rip, or Coach Rip. And for 3 decades, he's knocked them dead as the head basketball coach at Little Rock Parkview.
When I was in junior high, at that time, right before you went to high school, you had to take a vocational test. A couple of weeks ago, the school come back, the counselor comes in and says, "Well, Charles, we just couldn't find anything that you had was strength of interest or anything." I said, "Yeah, because I'm going to be a coach and be a dang good one." And there wasn't any coaching questions on that test.
Rip will definitely be known at the end of the day of being the basketball coach.
I want to thank my right hand and my left hand man, Coach Flanagan.
Came over at 89. Rip asked me, he knew he was losing an assistant, asked me to come over and work with him, and the rest is history.
If you ever see Coach Ripley and his body style, he's a little short, little round, stubby guy. There's no way. He couldn't even been a point guard, but had such a passion about the game that he made that passion his own. And it came out in his players and the records and the championships, and all that speaks for itself.
We measure success at Parkview by winning championships. We want to be the last team standing. Parkview is basketball. It's basketball, man.
You got to understand about those Patriot athletes. Number one, I spoiled them. Yeah, they know it.
He never thought twice about what it would cost to get into a game or what time his van full of aspiring young athletes might come rolling in the wee hours of the morning. He has no children, yet he's been a dad of sorts to hundreds of youngsters across our state.
His thing was, if I create great relationships with my players, those players are going to go out and they're going to perform. And if they go out and perform, we're going to win a lot of games. And if we win a lot of games, we're going to win championships.
I mean, they gave 110% for Rip. And, hey, you couldn't blame him, man, because he was just like a father figure to him. I mean, some of the guys that couldn't afford it, man, he fed them at night, after games and stuff, and he would do anything for you. He would even let you have his car, man, to go out on a date and all that kind of stuff. I tried to talk him out of that kind of stuff, but he wouldn't listen. He was just that kind.
He was imparting lessons. He was imparting anything he can give you to the day he died. And the fact that he probably spent his last dime, everything he got, on his players. That was his passion, that was his family, and he just kept giving.
Charles Ripley has been a difference maker, touching the lives of thousands along the way.
A week before that, I'd been out there to see Rip. He looked like everything was okay, everything was fine. At some point, he thanked me more that day than he ever have. You know, I should have caught that out right off, but I didn't.
If you could say something to him now, what would you have said?
Well, I love you, big guy, and I kept that tradition going for you.
How fortunate can a man be to decide what he wants to do at 12 years old and start preparing to do that and get to do that the rest of his life? Couldn't play, wasn't an athlete, but I wanted to coach all my life, and I fulfilled my dream.
Coach Rip passed away in 2020, leaving behind a legacy of wins, but more importantly, a culture of caring. We salute Coach Ripley and all the coaches that bring a human spirit to the game. Now let's get over to Christina, and she's going to introduce you to some very hard-working student athletes. Christina.
Thank you, Steve. Earlier in the season, we reached out to schools all over the state looking for athletes who not only excel on the court, but in the classroom too. Here's the Arkansas PBS Student All-Stars class of 2025. We start off with the 1A girls. That is Isla Holzman with the Sacred Heart Knights. Isla has a 4.0 GPA and plans to go to the University of Arkansas and study biology. For 1A boys, we have Jonah Walker, a senior center from Marked Tree. Jonah wants to go to college to pursue a career in the medical field. He likes playing football and hanging out with his brother in his spare time. Next up, we have Hayden Matheny representing 2A girls. She plays for the Lady Greyhounds of Sloan Hendricks High. Hayden has a 4.0 GPA and wants to attend Arkansas State University to pursue a degree in radiation therapy. For the boys in 2A, we've got Amari Neal. Amari has a GPA of 3.6 and wants to be a pediatric dentist. Hunting, fishing, and spending time with family are some of the ways he spends his spare time. The Bergman Lady Panthers' Brinley Collins is the 3A girls Arkansas PBS Student All-Star. Brinley wants to further her basketball and academic career. She has a 4.0 GPA. On the boys' side in 3A, we have Rylan Robbins representing the Flippin High School Bobcats. Rylan wants to pursue college basketball and major in education. Basketball, fishing, baseball, and video games are how he likes to spend his spare time. Halfway through and on to the 4A girls, that's Jordan Youngblood with the Heber Springs Panthers. Jordan plans to attend ASU Newport to play softball and major in exercise science. She enjoys anything active and shopping. Riley Jones with the Eastham Mets represents the 4A boys. Riley has a 3.75 GPA and wants to become a basketball coach. He likes video games, hanging out with friends, working out, and trying new food. The 5A girls are well represented by JC Edrington of the Greene County Tech Golden Eagles. JC wants to attend Arkansas State and become a physical therapist. She has a 4.17 GPA and enjoys being with family and friends and loves everything about the lake. The 5A boys, well, that is Elias Zapian with the Russellville Cyclones. Elias wants to attend UCA and become a gastroenterologist. He enjoys hanging out with friends and family and playing basketball. Rounding out the classifications are your 6A student all-stars. For the girls, that is McKinley Campbell with the Harbor Lady Wildcats. McKinley is interested in becoming a veterinarian or possibly a psychologist. She has a 4.1 GPA and likes to cook, shop, and hang out with friends. And finally, for the 6A boys, we have Kellen Robinson with the Bryant Hornets. Kellen plans to play basketball at UALR. He has a 3.75 GPA and enjoys playing basketball and working out. Congratulations and keep up the good work. All right, Steve, it is about that time.
Yes, Christina, it is that time. Let's get you back to Bank OZK Arena for the second half.
Right here on the home of the high school basketball state finals, Arkansas PBS.
Since 1937, the electric cooperatives of Arkansas have been providing power to homes, farms, and businesses across our state. The cooperatives are member-owned and work together to serve Arkansans. The electric cooperatives of Arkansas proudly support high school students and athletics in Arkansas and hope you enjoy watching the state championship games on Arkansas PBS Sports. Better connected together. The electric cooperatives of Arkansas.
Access to the Hogs. Yes, we are back. We are ready. This is what we are. Great. We are rocking and rolling. Josh Bertuccini and Wes Moore. And let's get to some stats and let's get you caught up now on where we are. 26-22. 4-point game. The Earle Bulldogs had the lead, shooting 41% from the field, 34% from Mark Tree, way under their season average of 45%. How about the three balls? Keeping Mark Tree in it. They have 4, 2 for Earle, and then rebounds 18-15 in favor of Earle. Some quick highlights. Jonah Walker banging around down low. Didn't get that one to go, but didn't stop trying. And he was physical all half long. Here's a big block in transition from Jalen Robinson, and then Teron Hurst knocking down a three ball, and then a quick backdoor dish to Wren for the bucket. Corner three by Jacamian Williams kept his team in it after he hit one from the other side. And there you go. There's the one on the other side. And that'll make it a 26-22 game as we get set for the start of quarter number 3. Josh Bertuccini and Wes Moore with you. It has been a fantastic couple of days here in Hot Springs. So many thank yous to pass along. You run out of time doing it. But the producers and the announcers and the whole crew here for the Arkansas Activities Association and Arkansas PBS deserves all kinds of props. Great job bringing you the games, and we got one half left to go, or so we think. Maybe more. 4-point game right now. First possession of the second half. Mark Tree left to right in the white jerseys with the navy nylon and trim. A little contact at center court. Smith gets the bump on Hurst. And Earle will get the basketball for the first time in this second half.
Mark Tree had 8 turnovers in the first half. I know they want to cut down on that, and then they turned it over on their first possession.
Exactly right. Teron Hurst had 14 in the first half to lead his team. 9 for Jacamian Williams to lead his team, all with threes. We're seeing Mark Tree now again with a matchup zone. He's going to keep one defender on Hurst at all times. They have the other 4 play a box. Down low, Lately shoots it off the inside of the rim. Tough rebound in traffic by Landon Lewis. He gets double teamed. And
Walker did a great job just standing his ground.
Yes,
he just stood there and let the player run into him.
100%. Left to right. There's big number 13, Ken Carter. Swinging it around the horn. Landon Lewis goes baseline up and under. Bit strong. Good physical rebound by Clifton Wren, the 5'9" power forward. Jalen Robinson, who can jump with the best of them. Inside for number 3, Antonius Dorsey. Now back to Robinson. Whip across court pass to Lakely. Shot clock under 20. Hurst comes out to collect. No points yet for either team in this third quarter. Lately up to Hurst. Puts it on the floor with a left. Tough shot with a hand in his face. That one does not go. Good physical rebound by Dorsey. Lately leans in with a right. Soft touch, got it.
Mark Tree started the half with boxing one.
Yeah.
They were just manning up, making sure that they don't get Hurst off, and the other guy are just playing a little zone.
It's not a bad idea. Make somebody else beat you. Right now, Mark Tree down by 6. Left wing Landon Lewis thought about a 3, then thinks better of it. Gives it to Smith. Kick to the corner, Jacamian Williams. No good. He's already hit 3 of those. But a 4th was not to be had there. And a big physical rebound. Stolen back by Williams and then blocked back by number 3, Antonius Dorsey. It's Hurst transition. No look bounce pass. Give him the bucket. Jalen Robinson running the floor perfectly.
So unselfish by Hurst. He's been scoring for them, doing it at will. That time he could have put the shot up, but he just dropped it off for a teammate for an easy layup. 14
points, 3 boards, 2 assists, and a steal. He's barely, broken his sweat out there. He's so smooth. 3 ball by Casey. He got hit. No call. Or did we get one?
They did call it. I think he's hurt a little bit.
And here we got Hurst again. Looking backdoor with the dish there. Sweet no look to Robinson, number 23. That was a late foul call, but I think it was the right foul call, don't you, Wes?
Well, he went to the ground. I was honestly watching the ball in the air to see if it was going to go and did not see the contact, but he went hard to the floor. So if he sold it, they bought it.
Yeah. Goes to the free throw line, 1 for 2 earlier. This one is no good. 30-22, Earle leading Mark Tree. You're looking at Coach Wilburn, Barbara Wilburn Covington, the head coach of Mark Tree, 30-plus years at the helm. The only female boys basketball coach in the state of Arkansas. So that's interesting. And no plans to retire anytime soon. She is, 113-20 in like the last 5 years. Unbelievable. Second free throw is good. 30-24. Earle lead cut to 6. 5:24 to go in the third. Still that boxing one that Wes mentioned a moment ago as they try to neutralize Hurst a little bit. Jalen Robinson attacking. That was a carry right to left. Good call by the near official.
Went right, came back left. Forgot he picked up the dribble, put it back down. Just moving a little too fast.
Just too fast.
Yeah.
Victor Tutt, Corey Erie, and Jerron Harris are officiating crew tonight. That's Landon Lewis in the right corner, shake and bake. Good defense there by Hurst. Pass inside to Smith. Swing it back. Landon Lewis 3, in and out. Put back, no good. Jacamian came in and missed it. Cross court for Lakely. To the hoop, runner, no good. Rebound fought for, and we get a tie up.
You bring that rebound down around your knees, someone's reaching in to tie you up. You got to keep that thing high,
right?
Be physical with it.
Secure the ball at all costs. Up top to Hurst, who catches it cleanly. That's Williams coming out to meet him. Now a double team. We haven't seen a lot of Stacy here in the second half. The starting point guard for Mark Tree. I don't think we've seen him at all here yet. To the right, Hurst off a double team. Not a lot of room. Give it to Lately. Leaner. He got hit. And he's going to get a pair of free throws. So Hurst becoming, like you said a moment ago, my friend, becoming more of a creator out there right now as they send extra defenders out.
Well, when that second defender comes, you got 4 teammates and there's only 3 defenders. Somebody has to be open. Now it's up to your teammate to make a play. That time they did. Got to the basket, got fouled, made the first free throw. 7-point lead for Earle.
First one up and down to make it 7, and the second one is nothing but net, so it's 32-24. Earle has matched its largest lead of the game. It's back to 8. Got a double team in the backcourt. Or get up the floor quick. That's a turnover. And that's an easy bucket for Jalen Robinson. The pressure got to him there. Biggest lead of the game, 34-24. They break it this time. Down the floor quick, but Jonah Walker wasn't ready for the pass and getting pretty close to a timeout here for Coach Wilburn.
Yeah.
She called it.
There's a good look at the steal, the reverse layup. Quick little run for Earle. Coach Wilburn seeing enough. She called the timeout. I was watching her the whole time after the turnover. I thought she may call a timeout after the basket, but they broke the press, came down, threw it away, and she just put her head straight down and was looking at the floor, stood up, called timeout.
They had the right idea of breaking the press. They had a 2-on-1, but didn't make the eye contact to complete the pass.
It's 11 turnovers now for Mark Tree, and that's been one of their issues. They haven't shot the ball well, except for the three-point line.
Poorly.
They've made 4 of 10 from the three-point line. That's 40%. You'll take that 8 every day. But 11 turnovers, 28% from the field, and even 4 of 8 from the free throw line. So they've struggled shooting the ball, except at the three-point line.
Weird. Yeah, 4 for 18 on twos and 4 for 10 on threes.
Yeah.
That's quite the stat. 4 for 8 on free throws. Put it together, not a lot of offense. You mentioned the turnovers too, Wes. I mean, we're getting halfway through the third. It's starting to get a little serious.
It's a good timeout for Mark Tree.
Yep.
And look, to get back into this game, they need some defensive stops, maybe a steal, get their offense going with an easy transition basket.
Been a fun few days here in the Valley of the Vapors. Getting it done, Spa City. Got to check out the Gangster Museum for a little bit earlier today. That's a cool thing. A little Al Capone, a little history. A little Oak Lawn, too. So much to do here, West, in this town. And they do a great job hosting the championships here at the Civic Center. The atmosphere is tremendous. All right, Hurst out of the timeout, has it. Throws to Lately. Getting face guarded by Jacamian Williams. Up 10, Earle with the ball. 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Shot clock down to 15. Hurst for Lately. Met by Davis. Now back right side. The jumper for Jalen Robinson rattles off the tin. Nice rebound by Jonah Walker. The big fella comes away with it. Hand it to Smith. Crossover with a left. End to end. Threw it to nobody. Unless it got deflected.
Got away with one there.
I think he did get away with it. Let's call a quick timeout. 10-point Earle lead. We've got a media stoppage here. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.
This month on Arkansas PBS.
Does England's first queen deserve her reputation?
Mary was actually quite reasonable and pragmatic.
Compared to other rulers of her time, absolutely.
When negotiation and compromise fail, and your only course is to destroy your enemy.
You're a mother-to-be, and I'm your midwife. The more you tell me, the more I can help you.
Only on Arkansas PBS.
This broadcast is underwritten in part by...
For over 70 years, Farm Bureau Insurance has offered coverage for automobiles, homes, farms, and lives across Arkansas. Proud to support the Arkansas Activities Association. More at afbic.com.
UAMS Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine supports athletic programs and events across Arkansas. Clinics are located throughout Central and Northwest Arkansas. Learn more at uamshealth.com.
The voice of Westmore, I'm Josh Bertuccini. We are absolutely ecstatic about being here in Hot Springs and bringing you state championship basketball. So many great games this weekend. This is the 12th and final game of the weekend, and right now it's a battle. Earle 34, Mark Tree 24, but it sure looks like Mark Tree is wilting a little bit. Out of the timeout, another turnover, and look at Lately run at the rack, put back by Robinson, no good. Rebound comes out to Davis, behind to Hurst, a little lean in. They're gonna get the bump on number 1. Looks like on Mark Tree. Wes, we're entering the danger zone, it feels like right now.
Well, the Earle defense has held Mark Tree to 2 points this quarter. And they probably have more turnovers than they do points in this quarter.
8-2 this quarter. Left side Lately. Back up top for Hurst, leaning to a tough 3. Hand in his face, didn't make it. Tough rebound by Jacamian Williams with Hurst all over him. Give it to Ken Casey. Left to right, took a shot to the face, no call. Go baseline, pump fake. Hand off for Smith, now get it back. 20 seconds to work with. Left to right, Mark Tree in this second half. Casey around the horn. Hands it off left side for Williams. Now gets it back. Casey running a little point here. Go baseline for Smith. Whip it inside for the big fella Walker. Back to Casey. Deep dead center. 3. Air ball. And Dorsey goes up and pulls it out of thin air. Dorsey's got 12 rebounds now. Wow.
Well, they worked it into the big man. He whipped it out, and it opened up and got a good shot. And just failed to execute on the shot. I wish they would work it into him a little bit more just to get an easy basket.
They haven't done a lot of that.
No, not at all. Started the game that way.
Started the game on the first play with that. Maybe twice since. Spin, bucket, good. Nice shot, scooper by Clifton Wren. He's got himself 6 points in the game. And now Earle has its biggest lead at a dozen, 36-24. Up the sideline in a hurry, scampering out of traffic. Goes number 1, Isaiah Malone. Get it off to the left side. Casey, 13 in trouble. Lobs for Walker. There it is. Block, got his own rebound. Fighting for it, missed it, going to the free throw line. Nothing fancy with him.
No, he's just got to do a better job of body control, jumping off 2 feet instead of 1 foot to explode up to the basket and be able to finish. Because we know he's big enough to take those bumps. He needs to finish those.
Free throw up. And no good. We are 36-24 Earle here. 1:34 left in the third quarter. The Bank OZK Arena, the Hot Springs Civic Center. And Jonah Walker, 6'6" center, gets one more free throw. Up and good. So we'll go 36-25. Just 3 points in the quarter for Mark Tree. And Hurst up the floor in a hurry. Right to left between the legs. A little shimmy step. Now backs off the defender. Give it off to Lately. 80 seconds to go in the third. 11-point game. 3-ball, left wing, up and down.
Big A.
For Aiden Davis, your man for 3.
I was told he was going to hit a 3.
And he did it for you.
He did it for his mom and dad.
That's who he did it for. Up and under by Lane Lewis, got blocked. Transition, they're running Lately. 1-on-2, going to the rack. Lost it. Now Lewis has it. He's going to run. Mark Tree needs buckets. Lewis goes down the middle in traffic, got it in 1. Physical when they had to have it.
Down 14, needed that. Now they need this free throw.
Gets it back to 12. They were starting to lose contact a little bit, and that was just willpower. Throwing himself up there. No concern for his body. Get the bucket for his team. 39-27. Lewis to the free throw line for another. He's got 4 points now. It's going to be his first free throw of the ball game. 75% free throw shooter, up and no good. Too strong. And here comes Earle. Under a minute to go in the third quarter. Little shake to the baseline. Good defensive pressure by Ja'Kamian Williams. And I think he got Aiden Davis into a tie-up.
Mark Tree 5 of 11 from the free throw line. That's 6 missed opportunities. And when you're trailing by 12, you look back at those.
All of them. Yeah.
Need every single one of those.
Here we go on the inbounds. It's Smith. Up the floor left to right. On the far baseline. Into the paint. Elbow kick right side. Ja'Kamian Williams put it on the floor with the left. And now back up top. Under 30 seconds to go here in the third. Between the circles. Righty dribble. There's number 10. Dawn Smith shoots the jumper. No good. Rattle it off. Rebound Lately. He's trying to go right to left. All is lonesome. Missed it, but got fouled. Surprising fast once he gets going.
He runs well for a taller player.
He does. He moves. It didn't look like he had much of a bead there, but boom, took off.
Well, it's actually 10 really good athletes on this court. I mean, they've been running and going all night, playing really good defense. And that's what you want. When you're facing a team that knows you well, you don't want them to set up their defense. If you can get it in a running game, transition game, get some easy shots, that's the story.
Yep. Free throw no good. So 39-27. Then another turnover in the corner. Smith lost it. Hurst got it. Knocks it free. A little contact. And the quarter time runs out. A sloppy finish to the third quarter for Mark Tree, but Earle had the poise early in the quarter, and they have the 12-point lead. It's 39-27. Earle, after 3 quarters, Mark Tree going to need a big fourth when we return. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.
This month in Passport on the PBS app.
Rob Selvig was a pioneer in providing opportunities for women to participate in athletics.
There were some anger issues.
You cannot be serious!
I didn't notice the menopause stuff happening, but I felt like an angry person. And I'm not an angry person.
These and other shows from Arkansas PBS are available with Passport on the PBS app.
This broadcast is underwritten in part by
Centennial Bank supports communities across Arkansas and is a proud supporter of the Arkansas Activities Association and Arkansas PBS Sports, providing financial services since 1999. Member FDIC. More at my100bank.com.
DVD copies of the state championship games are available from M&M Productions. More information at mnmproductions.net.
There you go. So many ways to get yourself a keepsake from this awesome event. Of course, the ultimate keepsake, the championship glory, is not for sale. You got to earn that for yourself the hard way, and Earle is almost there. 3 quarters down, 1 to go. Up by 12. Mark Tree is going to need a ferocious fourth here to win the title and even the score on the season series. Backing off Jalen Robinson, run a little clock for head coach Carl Miller. Looking for his first crown at Earle. Was an assistant coach there for a long time and then became the head coach when the previous coach retired in 2018. Hadn't been to the championship game in 5 years, but back there this year. Robinson puts it on the floor with the left, throws down low for his teammate. Contact, no call. They got away with one, did the Indians. And Jonah Walker, the big fella, clears it out. Time to go is now for Dawn Smith and the Mark Tree Indians. Smith off the screen. A little shimmy. Kick to the corner. They need the 3. They can't get it. Shakamian Williams was way short. Rebound comes to Jalen Robinson. He's had a nice game. Robinson doing a little passing, a little rebounding, a couple assists, a couple buckets. And right now, seems like he's running some point too. Clifton Wren spacing out, back to Robinson. Hands to Hurst. Hurst with the defender up on him. That's Rand, goes past him, explodes, and misfired. They're going to call an offensive foul.
Yeah, Walker drew that. You think he's going up to block a shot, but the big man got still right there underneath the basket. There it is. Good replay. Took the charge.
24-18. Earle the advantage on the glass. The turnovers 11 for Mark Tree. That stands out too, like you pointed out earlier.
Give him 12 now after the
now
charge.
12. And again, just not shooting very well from the floor. It's not a great recipe right now for success.
After my big guy just took a charge, I'm going to reward him and try to get him the ball down low.
You would think, right?
Yes. He came in averaging 18 points.
Yep.
He's got 6 shots. He's 2 of 6.
I'm with you.
They just got to force feed him. And look, I know Earle's doing everything they can. They're packing their zone in, packing the paint, daring Mark Tree to take the outside shot. But when you got a guy averaging 18 points and he has about a 5-inch height advantage on the person guarding him.
Turnover time again, and that's a dagger to the chest. Number 4.
That's my guy, Big A, the freshman.
2 in a row. He hit the 3, and then he got that one. Steal and bucket. He's a true freshman, huh? Explosive.
Just pick the pocket, picks it up, takes it hard to the basket, gets fouled.
That is just a crushing bucket for Mark Tree to give up. Your boy gets a little more size on that frame. He'll be a force to be reckoned with here in a couple of years. Free throw up and down. So Davis's 3-point play gives Earle its biggest lead of the game at 15, and Mark Tree is almost out of gas here. Jonah Walker, beneficiary of a broken play. They'll take that basket. Heck, they'll take it however they can get it right now. Brings it back to 13, 42-29, so still on the outer limits of contact right now, but they are hanging on by a thread. 6:20 to go, and Earle is opening up a lot of full court press stuff right now, not letting Mark Tree breathe after baskets. So you can't let him score. You just can't. Look at that no-look pass. Clifton Wren got blocked, and they're going to have to inbound the ball from below the basket. Feels like the level of intensity on the press is way more intense right now than we saw earlier.
Well, everyone realizes
this is it.
Yeah, this is it. Every possession is so key.
First working off a screen.
Third team foul for Mark Tree.
And you shoot on 5, right? Double bonus on 5 with the new rules. I like that. To the corner, Clifton Wren back to Jalen Robinson. 23's had a nice game. Stolen by Jonah Walker. The big fella got on the floor for it. Now it's DeJuan Smith going to the rack. Pump fake, good pump fake. And one. That's how you climb back in a little bit.
Did you see Jonah get on the court and in one motion shovel it up to his teammate?
That was like a football shovel pass,
it is.
You know, like a Travis Kelce-like pitch there.
It was almost like hiking it. He was the center and just kind of snapped it behind him to his teammate.
It was DeJuan Smith's best play of the night, finishing that. And his free throw goes down, too. All right, little 5-0 burst here. Mark Tree has come back from the edge of the abyss, but is not within contact yet. Down 10. Gonna need some more defensive stops here. Hurst trying to put an end to that. Kicks to the corner. Ball fake now back out by Aiden Davis. 5 points for West's man here in the corner. Hurst ball fake, throw it inside. Nice catch by Robinson. Back to Wren for 3. That's not his shot, but a good offensive rebound is snatched away by DeJuan Smith. DeJuan Smith right down the floor in a hurry. In front of our table, kicks to the corner. Jacamian back to him. No time to mess around if you're Mark Tree. Give it to the big fella, and there it is again. Jonah Walker off a great pass by DeJuan Smith. It's been there all game if they go for it. That's a 7-0 run. And with 5 minutes left, Mark Tree has regained its composure. And we're back in a game again, 42-34. Timeout by Earle. Here we go. Let's see. DeJuan Smith ripped that away. And then looking inside, whip it into Jonah Walker. You've been asking for more of that all night.
That was a great post entry, too. Nice little bounce pass. He had his man sealed off. He throws it to his lead hand. All he has to do is catch it, turn, and shoot. That makes it simple for the big guy.
Yep. Coach Wilburn, nothing but tenacious, if anything else. Her teammates say she doesn't mess around, is what I heard. Some of them staying in our hotel, a couple of her players. She doesn't mess around. Well, you know what? She wasn't going to tolerate her team not playing the fourth quarter out, right? You can lose the game, but you're not going down without throwing every punch you got. Right now, her team is digging. They're digging, Wes.
One more defensive stop in the score. It could get interesting.
It could get interesting. Down to 8. It was 15 just 2 minutes ago. Here's Hurst. Got to keep him bottled up. He's got 14. You feel like he's got another rally left in him. Being guarded right now by Jacamian Williams. Kicks it back up top for Lakely. Shot clock under 10. Lewis on Lakely, down to 5, behind the back. 4-3, knocked out of his hands, got it back and missed it. Williams, a big rebound. Throw it ahead to Ken Casey. Left to right, all by his lonesome. It got blocked by behind. Oh, Jalen Robinson came out of nowhere.
What a play.
With an unbelievable block. Sheer athleticism. And then a great one by Landon Lewis. Jonah Walker spin dribble. A couple of the best plays we've seen all night. DeJuan Smith, that's down the lane. They're going to give him the block.
Wow.
That was a tough call. Look at his block here. Look at Robinson go up and get that, Wes. Oh, my goodness. And then right back, Landon Lewis. What you can do, I can do as well. Great sequence.
What a rally.
Great sequence.
7-0 run for Mark Tree. They can make it 9-0 with a couple of free throws.
Not going quietly into that good night. Free throw up and down. 42-35, they're over halfway back. It was 15 3 minutes ago, and now it's 7. And as you said, Wes, free throw here, and it's a 2-possession game.
Now all of a sudden what you have is Earle tightening up. They had this big lead, and now they can't score. What's going on? You start pressing a little bit. Makes it tougher and tougher to score. Who steps up for Earle?
42-36, 4 minutes left in the 1A state title game. Hurst awkwardly missed it. Might have gotten away with an extra step. Doesn't matter. DeJuan Smith going to the rack. And one again. What is going on here? DeJuan Smith exploding in the fourth quarter and willing his team back, has a chance to make it a 1-possession game.
Mark Tree playing like there's nothing to lose after they were down 15 points, and all of a sudden they look up and it's a ball game, down by 4. What a run, 11-0 run over the last 2 minutes and 48 seconds.
All right, well, it's been a good one, and I think we're in for a good finish. Quick break, 3:45 left to go in the fourth. Earle leads by 4. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Basketball Title Games on Arkansas PBS Sports.
This broadcast is underwritten, in part by...
Summerwood Sports Complex in Bryant features 4 courts across 2 gyms, located off Interstate 30, offering space for tournaments, practices, and training. Proud to support the Arkansas Activities Association and Arkansas PBS. More at summerwoodsports.com.
This month on Arkansas PBS.
We'll work alongside so many talented artists, learning different forms of couching, getting hands-on with multiple dyeing techniques.
Sarah tours the mansion, while Roger shares some thoughts and techniques about landscape painting with his students.
This season on Sarah's Weeknight Meals, we're living the dream. From every corner of the Mediterranean.
Only on Arkansas PBS.
All right, my friends, 3:45 to go in the fourth quarter. Josh Bertuccini and Wes Moore, your broadcast team here tonight. The 12th and final round of a 12-round title game fight, literally, here in Hot Springs the last 3 days. Big props to the Spa City, such an awesome place for tourism and sports and entertainment. And what an entertaining fourth quarter we're getting to wrap up this year's state tournament title game. Second free throw, no good. I should say only free throw after the bucket, no good. DeJuan Smith missed it. 4-point game. Mark Tree on an 11-0 run has closed the 15-point gap to 4 with 3.5 minutes left.
Earle's got to take care of the ball. They've had 3 turnovers already in this half.
They sure do. Spinning wildly, and that was not taking care of the ball. That was a turnover.
4th turnover this quarter.
As you mentioned it.
That's what led to the run. You know, the Earle defense is so good. Once they set up, it's hard to score.
It's hard, exactly.
Mark Tree's been getting steals, turnovers, running with it, and getting layups.
That was a little sloppy there. Ken Casey got in, got bumped. And now Earle's getting a little flustered with some of these reach-ins.
They'll be shooting some free throws. That was the 5th team foul for Earle.
Wes is all over it. Once he hit 5 in the quarter, high school rules, AAA in Arkansas, you're shooting 2 the rest of the way. So number 13, Ken Carter, going to the line. Kenny, no good on the first one.
Carter was 3 for 5 before that miss. Now he's 3 for 6.
Hit both of them last time, but not this one. This can still make it a 1-possession game. Earle is led by as many as 15. Second one up and down. So Carter has got himself 4 points for the game, all at the free throw line. It's a 12-0 extended run by Mark Tree. Earle leads 42-39, coming up on 3:10 to play in regulation. Hurst up top, right-handed dribble off the Robinson screen, who fades away. Kicks to the corner. That's Dorsey, who has 14 rebounds tonight to lead everyone in that department. Robinson between the rings. Goes to a left, backdoor to Hurst. He got hit and one. That's got to be an and one, and it is. I couldn't see the far official. Hurst made it look so easy.
Great pass from his teammate. Gosh.
It was.
Look at this pass.
That was Robinson with a left, just whipped it to him. He just made it look easy.
Little backdoor cut, playing, looking for a steal.
There's Hurst up to 16, and the free throw makes it 17. He averages 24. They've had an extra defender on him all night. Get it up to Carter. Down the floor in a hurry to DeJuan Smith. He's been going to the rack. And he drew another foul. He's doing that little double clutch, and they're jumping at him.
Well, they're at their best when they're running. And I'm a little surprised Earle was pressing right there, because once they broke the press, then they're ready to go. They're in their best moment right there is when they can create something on the fast break.
Yeah.
Maybe best just to back up, get into your defense, because they have had a difficult time scoring when they set up their zone.
They have. They have. Well, they've got Hurst a little rattled. He's not quite sure where to go with the second defender. Both free throws good for DeJuan Smith, who scored 9 in the quarter. and 13 for the game. And he has willed his team back to a 45-41 game with 2.5 minutes left. Mark Tree needs a couple more stops, though. You're not all the way back yet. Here's Hurst. Deep right wing, picks up the dribble. Whips the pass to his teammate. That's Dorsey. Top spinning shot. No good. Offensive rebound. Jalen Robinson went up and got it, missed the putback. And then I think we got an over the back on Hurst down low. And Mark Tree's going to get a call here. And they're going to shoot free throws.
Pounding the glass, trying to get some points on offense. It's going to hurt them.
There you got Robinson. He just shorted that one. And then you got it was actually 11 going over the top. It's Josh Rand.
No,
it was not.
Jonah Walker will go to the free throw line.
Dante Bell, there we go. So free throw line, it's Jonah.
1 for 2 tonight.
Yep. Money.
That was nice.
45-42. Mark Tree back within a possession. This would make it a 2-point game with 2:17 left. And it does. What soft touch from the big fella.
Clutch.
45-43. Jonah Walker has 11. It's a 2-point game as we come upon 2 minutes left in the last title game of the year. Hurst down the lane, out of control, no call. Mark Tree has it. Down the floor, 14, he got stolen right away. Landon Lewis lost it. Dorsey right to left in the paint. He got blocked by Walker, and he's going to draw a foul. Frenetic pace here in the closing moments. Where is the energy coming from?
Walker got caught in no man's land. He was thinking, do I block it? Do I try to get a charge? What am I going to do? And too late. He just got in the way, and Big A just took it at him.
Well, it was 42-27. Earle had extended to a 15-point lead with 6:40 to play. And since then, a 16-3 run by Mark Tree has put him right on the doorstep. But they are still trailing, down by 2. And now Dorsey, who has 6 points and 14 rebounds, will shoot some free throws. That's his first one, and it rolls off no good. Second one to come. As we take a look at the free throw shooting, Earle 6 of 9 tonight. Mark Tree 13 of 21. Second one is no good. 2 big misses. Now Ken Carter gets double teamed in front of us. Nowhere to go, down the floor to Lewis. Landon Lewis crossover, look for Jonah Walker. It got broken up. Tried to get it to the big man, but couldn't get it through. Here comes Hurst. 92 seconds left.
Good timeout.
And timeout called by Earle.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's get a plan. What are we going to do? How are we going to attack this? But you know what they're going to do. They're going to run the box in one.
Okay.
So how do we free up our guys to get – you'd love for Hurst to get a shot. Last time out, they ran a double pick up high so he could choose to go left or right. And when that defender jumps out, the post player needs to roll to the basket and should have a nice little look.
So here's Mark Tree in the comeback, trailing by 15, and it's been a journey. You got Jonah Walker getting a big bucket down low, tightening the score up a little bit, got him going, and DeJuan Smith has been phenomenal, Wes. 9 points in this quarter, a couple of and ones at the rim. That entry pass to Walker right there. They've kind of made it simple. Get to the bucket. They've not settled for threes.
Every one of those shots were at the basket.
Yes. Nice package montage there on the Centennial Bank replay. And there you go, 4 of their last 5 field goals.
Mark Tree started off hot from the three-point line. They were 4 of 8, I believe, and now they've missed their last 5. So, you know what? Let's go inside. Let's attack the rim.
Fun game tonight. Been a pleasure calling it with you, Wes, and we're not done yet. Some work to be done. And we'll hopefully hear from the victorious coach and player of the game afterwards before we wrap you up here in Hot Springs on Arkansas PBS. Under 90 seconds to go in regulation. Earle 45, Mark Tree 43. The maroon jersey Bulldogs in the left front court. Hurst kicks to the corner. Blakely thought about it, back to Hurst. Shot clock under 10, in traffic, nothing there. Rebound knocked around and picked away by Landon Lewis. Mark Tree gets a stop, a huge stop. The Indians left to right. Ken Carter for the big fella Walker. Blocked out of bounds. That's Jalen Robinson.
Big block coming from the blind side.
He has been so tough down low. All 3 blocks have been forceful from Jalen Robinson tonight. 58 seconds left. Mark Tree ball in the right front court. Tough inbound. Dewan Smith got it. Looks back to Ken Carter. Cut off. Carter got it to Jonah Walker. Walker got bumped. I think we're going to the free throw line here.
We are.
What I think. Oh, baby. Chance to tie it up for Kenyon Carter.
Carter, 4 for 7.
Yes, on the line tonight. 2 big free throws for Carter. The first no good. Back rim and no good. He'll get another one. The 5'9" senior.
Got to block out Jonah Walker.
Trailing by 2. Every point matters so much. Second one money.
Timeout, Mark Tree.
Hey, the big fella got 1 out of 2. 45-44 with 51.9 seconds left.
Well, if you're Earle, you want to make sure you get 2 shots to their 1 shot. You got to look at that clock. Know there's 51 seconds, 35 seconds on the shot clock. So you want to go down and take a shot. Not force it, not throw anything up, but you would like to get into your offense, get a good shot, get a good look. Just in case you don't miss it, there's more than 35 seconds left in the game. Let's say there's 45 seconds. That's tough. I don't know if they can do that, honestly, especially with this Mark Tree defense. Now you're just thinking it's a 2-possession game. We're going to get 1 shot, they're going to get 1 shot. So let's get the best shot we can get 2, make it a 3-point game. If it's a 3, fine, but you'd rather get something at the basket. And here's the other thing. Mark Tree's got 5 team fouls also.
You can foul.
You want to be aggressive, go to the basket, make the officials blow the whistle, and go to the free throw line.
Yep, 100%.
Don't settle for anything.
You think don't play it? You wouldn't play it out? Because if you don't get the rebound and get it down the floor, your margin of error is almost
they're
none.
not going to intentional foul. I'm saying be aggressive, make them foul you.
Yeah, understood. Well, this could be a fun last minute of regulation here, and maybe the ball game and the weekend. 50 seconds left. Here comes Earle. It's Jalen Robinson right at the bucket. Didn't waste any time. That was a little strange. Jonah Walker rebound.
I liked it. It was 2-on-2.
Mark
he was being aggressive and went to the hole.
Down 1 has a chance to take the lead for the first time since 2-0. The ball's on the floor. It's stolen away by Jalen Robinson. He whips it to Hurst. Hurst ahead to Lakely. And we will get a
player down. Big A's down.
Player hurt.
He's the one who helped deflect the pass and knock it away so his teammate could steal it. Never got up off the court.
It's Aiden Davis took a shot up high. You're right.
He's holding his shin.
Yeah,
maybe it's an ankle.
Over. I think he got steamrolled. That's what it looked like. 45-44 with 27 seconds left. Head coach Carl Miller out there on the floor along with a trainer to check on Aiden Davis, who looked like he got hit and probably didn't see it because he was turned the other way. Kind of a scary collision.
Definitely in pain.
Yeah.
They're just trying to figure out which leg right now it is.
Yeah, he took a shot. He took a shot. And the ankle is jacked. So.
Right ankle.
Well, he's to his feet. Tough kid. Not putting hardly any weight on that right ankle.
He played a lot off the bench in the second half.
He did. He had a big 3 and went to the rack. 2 for 3 for you. 6 points. Did a nice game. And only a freshman, like you said. All right, back to it. 45-44. Earle leads Mark Tree by a point. 27 seconds left. Both teams are in the bonus, free throw wise. And Mark Tree on defense here. Earle will inbound from the far sideline, going right to left. They throw into Hurst in the backcourt. He's going to run a little clock, cross it over, run a little more. You're going to have to at some point here foul him or double team him. and they foul him.
They probably didn't want to foul him.
I don't think they wanted to foul Hurst.
Yeah, they probably wanted to send somebody else to the free throw line, but he was not going to give that ball up.
He was not going to give that ball up. I thought maybe you sent an extra defender over there. He still probably would not have given it up.
He's only been to the free throw line once tonight.
Yep.
And 1 for 1.
Leading scorer on the game with 17 to lead the way. Free throw up and good. That's 18. Averages 24 a game. Where's number 1? And he is the number 1 star for his team. Second free throw up and down. That's 19 first. It's a 3-point game. 16 seconds left. See if they go for a 3. That's Shakamian Williams as far as he can go. Way off. Jonah Walker rebound. Time a problem now. You're probably going to need a 3 with 7, with 6, with 5. Way up. No good with 4. And it's over the backboard, out of bounds. So Ken Carter said it got deflected. Officials ain't buying. And you hear the fans, the raucous fans from Earle sensing the Bulldog title as Terry Carter gets fouled with 2 seconds left.
Heck of a comeback by Mark Tree. They were down 15, went on an 11-0 run, made this game very interesting, but Earle made the plays when it counted. And a big defensive steal for Earle. It turned into a couple free throws. Hurst made both free throws. Now he goes back to the line. 1 will do it.
1 will wrap it. Hurst is up, and he's no good on the first one. He has 19 for the game. Earle on the verge of his first state championship in basketball since 2017. Second free throw is good, now to clinch it. 20 for Hurst and even 20. Inbound to Lewis with 2, with 1.
You got a timeout. Mark Tree called a timeout.
Mark Tree's going to call a TO with 2 seconds left, and there's really not much you can do about that other than drawing a foul on a 3, right? So state championships, Earle, 13 all-time. They've appeared in the championship game 13 times all-time. Haven't won a title since 2018. So 7 years for Earle. And they are on the verge of, count them up, their 11th title in school history. For Mark Tree, there will be no repeat. They won it last year, but it's not going to happen again this year. They won in 2001, they won in 1988. So 3 titles all-time for them. What a game. A battle to the end. 48-44 your score. An inbounds, a heave, and that'll wrap it with 2 seconds left. With 1, there's DeJuan Smith, no good. And the Earle Bulldogs are the 1A boys champions in the state of Arkansas for 2025. Your final score, 48-44. Earle wins it by 4 over Mark Tree. And Wes, what a ball game. What a fourth quarter for sure.
Well, the heart of a champion. Look, you're up 15. It looked like the game was over. Mark Tree on a heck of a run. Mark Tree and Earle so familiar with each other. 4th time they played this year. Mark Tree, you knew they weren't going to quit. They're champs. They won it last year, right? And they came back, had a valiant comeback, 11-0 run, made this interesting, and it was Earle who made the key plays, the key free throws down the stretch, and they get out of here with a 48-44 victory. We talked about their previous meetings.
Yeah.
47-42, pretty close to this. 53-39, another 48-42 game.
Yep.
These teams have played 4 close games, and this one was for all the marbles.
4 times this year, and Earle takes 3 out of the 4, including the one that counts the most, the state championship game here in Hot Springs. Earle 48, Mark Tree 44. We'll break, come back, talk to the winning coach, and hear from your player of the game before we wrap it up here. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.
This broadcast is underwritten, in part by
Everett Buick GMC provides vehicles to Arkansas families and supports local organizations. Community involvement has been part of our story for generations. Proud to support the Arkansas Activities Association and Arkansas PBS Sports. More at everettbgmc.com.
Join the ranks of corporate sponsors and business partners at Arkansas PBS. Your support will shine a light on your business with recognition on air and at major community events like Family Day. Plus, our viewers love the businesses that underwrite their favorite programs. Showcase your company while making a meaningful impact on lifelong learning. Partner with Arkansas PBS to build a brighter future for our state.
When the students of Little Rock walked alone through the mob, you cried with us, but we had to walk it alone.
It kind of tells a story about how we used to live. We loved it very much back in Arkansas on the cotton farm.
Number one choice for this ballot was Daisy Bates. It looks like Johnny Cash walks the line, so congratulations to those two great Arkansans.
We want our memories through our statues to tell the story of Arkansas.
Most of my figures that I create on my own, most of those stories are about destiny.
She was somebody that wouldn't let go until she saw some progress.
These amazing artists who have so much to say and have so much influence all around the world came from these very humble beginnings.
Everybody at the Johnny Cash show that night, he was only singing to them.
Grew up in rural Arkansas, blue-collar Americana.
That sense of they're just the little kid from wherever.
Thursday, March 20th at 7 p.m., right here on Arkansas PBS.
We're back. Carl Miller, the victorious head coach. Congratulations, Coach. Earle, your state champions in the 1A boys. And Coach, this is the dream come true. With all the hard work, it pays off like this, right?
I got the mic off my back. You know, they're basketball time. But I told them I felt good about this group, especially with Teron Hurst and the rest of these guys. All my kids work hard every day. The stuff I put on them, they know what time it is. They know what time it is. But I'm proud of them. I'm so proud of these kids fighting through everything. And they've been with me because I've been had a little health issue, but them boys been fighting there with me. And I'm so proud of them.
I thought your defense was absolutely phenomenal tonight. You held Jonah Walker, their big guy, to 11 points. He's averaging 18. You sunk in the zone, just made life tough for him and for their entire team. Is that the mentality of your team, defense?
That's all we're going to do. If they can't play that, they can't be on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
I took it from Nolan, 32 minutes, and you know what? I'm going to be respectful, but they know what they got to do. If not, we running bleachers and we hitting that line. Defense. Nolan said it back in 94. If you ain't man leaving, you ain't win nothing.
You have made this into almost a tradition for your team, right? Every year making a deep run. Teron Hurst MVP today, only a junior. I know you'll enjoy it for a day or two. You're a coach, Miller. You're already thinking about next year, I bet. Part of you a little bit, maybe?
I'll see y'all next year.
Hey, I'm going to write that down right now.
Mark it down because I got all this coming back. We will be back.
Love that.
Because these guys want to win. They're going to work hard. They good in the classroom. They do what they told to do, what I'm asked, and they respectful. That's what I love about this group. They respect and they do what they ask and do what they told because I don't give them a choice.
Congratulations,
awesome
Coach.
Job, Coach.
You enjoy the heck out of this, okay?
Hey, they can make room for me. I can get on the wall now.
I like that. I like that. Hey, it's Teron Hurst, my man, coming over, headset from one man to the other. You don't want to let go of that championship trophy, right? Game MVP. Teron, you just throw that right on there. Here we go. You slide her. I'll do this for you.
There
we go. Just like that, baller. There you go, baller. There you go. That's the most trouble you had all night, right? You didn't have too much trouble out there on the floor. Game MVP, your team's the champion. Teron, let's just talk about, the emotions. You got to have a lot of stuff flooding through you right now.
No, I feel good. Feel good to bring another win home, another championship.
It's an emotional thing. How about the team? How does it feel for your boys?
It feel good for all the seniors that are leaving.
So they threw a box in one at you.
They did.
What'd you do then to combat that box in one to get the offense still clicking?
And when I get box in one, we got another guard, so they just go get the ball, and I just post up something to get the ball.
You seem unfazed by that, right? And as Wes said, when they set an extra defender at you, Teron, you don't get flustered. You just look for the open man.
Yes, sir.
So a champion, your coach and your team all proud of you. Now you get a chance to maybe make a run at it again next year, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, you're up 15. They made a run.
Yes,
11-0.
Mm-hmm.
Was there any panic? What was being said in the timeouts? What were y'all saying?
Nah, we just keep playing. Keep playing till the clock says 0-0-0.
That defensive intensity that you guys have is really special. Teron, congratulations, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Enjoy it. We'll see you again.
Good job.
Teron Hurst, state champion, MVP, and obviously a phenomenal performance with 20 points. Let's get to it. Wrap up on the stats here for this ball game here. And 48-44. Earle takes the dub, wins it by 4, gets the win thanks to 33% field goal shooting, just a little better than Mark Tree. 30% from 3. Rebounds were close. Turnovers were huge, Wes.
17 turnovers from Mark Tree. 15 points off of those turnovers, 15-9.
Yep.
6 points difference. They win by 4. There's your difference.
22 points in the paint against 18, but again, 20 points for Hurst. He's your game MVP. 13 for DeJuan Smith, 11 for Jonah Walker in defeat for Mark Tree. Just a ton of fun in the fourth quarter, lived up to all of it. Your final score, Earle 48, Mark Tree 44. From Hot Springs, for our entire broadcast crew, for everyone from the producers to the engineers, folks in the truck, Bobby, Wes, Justin, Kyle, I'm going to forget somebody here, RJ, all of them. It's been a blast. I'm Josh Bertuccini. I appreciate y'all having us. And Arkansas PBS, download the app, folks. You'll have it anytime you want. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Have yourselves a great rest of the weekend from Arkansas PBS.